Hello and welcome to yet another interesting tutorial on the MIT App Inventor, and this is presented to you by the KAWA Uganda team. And in today's tutorial we'll be learning how we can design and create the list picker app, an app that can help you get the list of the different places and even the history about those different places. This is the app that we are here to build. Okay, so now when you're working on the list picker app, you have to consider different components, and what we are going to start first is working on our layout. We need the horizontal arrangement, then we need the vertical arrangement as well. So we work on adjusting the different settings here on our properties. Now for the horizontal one, we need to make sure we have its width to a field parent, and we have its height to 10. Yes. Then we come here on the vertical one. We need this to be to field parent all. Then also the height to be to field parent. Yes. Then after that we can revisit our interface. Then we get a label. We make it sit there. Now instead of us having the text for label, we erase everything here. Then after us erasing everything here, we need to make sure that the background here is black. Then we set the height to 1%. Yes, we don't want this one to be seen. Then also the width, we can set this width to field parent like that. So after us working on that, we can go back to the user interface still. Then we can get now our list picker. We put it here on the horizontal arrangement. Then on the list picker, we can work and make sure it is centered. We center this like that. Then we can as well work on the background. Maybe want it to be to magenta, or we want it to be any color. Yes. Then this vertical one, we make sure it is maybe to black, depending on the color you want. Me, I've chosen black. Maybe for the text also, I can come here and change the text to appear darker gray. Yes. Where is our text? Yes, I've just chosen it to be like that. So there, I'm good to go. After me working on that, I need another label, and this is a label that is going to sit here. Then I also need an image, so I can decide to first have my image before I go to the label. So I will have the image, and I set this image to, I set the width of the image to be to field parent. Yes, then I get its height to, I can say for now I need it to be to 100 pixels. Yes, then after me working on that, I need a label to show to us the place. For example, if you have chosen a place in Uganda and you want to give us information about a district like Jinja or a district like Entebbe, I can just design this app and it can be in position to work out for you for those different places. If you wanted Jinja, Kapchora, Entebbe, or any other place, you can design your app that can give a history about this, and it can be a good platform, a good app that can be used for those people who are doing exploration and the rest of the stuff. So instead of me having this as label, the text for label 2, I can just write this is the information, the info about that place. This is the info about the place that someone has chosen. So after me working on that, I am now good to go. I need its text color to be, let's say I want it to be to white, like that. So everything that is going to be there is going to be to white. So after me working on the designer, I can now continue and look at the blocks. Now, when we are working on the blocks, the first thing first is we have to initialize everything. we are initializing the global place or the global name for it to give us an option to join the different places. Remember, we are working on for the sake of this app, we want to work on 2 places, and that is Captura and Ginger. So we want to make sure that we get the list of those places. So we make a list of places. And which places are we working on? We are working on Captura and Ginger. So we just duplicate this, we have it here. So the first one is Ginger. This is Ginger. Then the one down here is Captura. We are making a list of these 2. This is Captura. Yes, so after us initializing everything, we have to make sure that we go back to our list picker now for it to set for us the list picker.elements to get for us something. So we look for the list picker.elements, and this one is here. But before we look at that, we first have to make sure we'll go to our list picker. Before someone picking, there should be history that we have to be having. So when we choose this list picker before picking, we go back to the list picker, then we choose the list picker.elements, and we stick it there. Then these are the different elements that it's going to get for us for the what? For the place. So it's going to give us the global. Sorry, we can go back to the variables here, and we ask ourselves to get the block for the global name of the place, and these are the names of the places. So after us working that, we go back to our list picker still. Then we now get the blocks for after you picking that place, what is going to happen. So after you picking this place, or for example you have picked Ginger, what is it going to give you? We go back to our controls, then we pick this condition, that if for example you've decided to pick on Ginger, what is it going to do? We go to math. This is where our math is. Then we pick this block with the equals signs. Then we go and get our list picker.1 to pick for us a certain selection. So we go back to the list picker to get for us the selection. So we look for list picker.selection, and it's here. It's going to give us the selection. No, this is not what we want. We just want it to get for us the list picker.selection. Where is it? It's here. .selection. Yes, so after us working on the list picker.selection, we are now going to go back to our image, and we'll be in position to get the block. For example, now here we get the block where it's going to be empty, so that we get the different selections for the name and the rest of the stuff. So after us working on that, we are now going to just duplicate this. We can even remove this one from here. We can remove this, then we just insert the name of the place, because we are making a selection of 2 places. That was Ginger and Captura. So our list is going to be having these places that someone clicks on them and will be positioned to get that different history about these 2 places. Yes, so the list picker.what in that format. So after us working on that, we are going to go back to we are now clicking on our image for us to set us the image.picture. So we are going to look for the image. We set for us the image.picture, and it's here. We just have to remove this because this is not what we want. We get this block, or we put it here. So for the time you're going to click on the picture, the pictures, we have so many of them. So we are going to get the picture name, and also the format at which we saved our picture. So now from here we can go back to our file explorer. We have these different images. We have ginger.jpg. We have also Captura. So this is the picture of Ginger. So this is a picture we are going to be seeing from the other side. So after us working on that, we can now go back to our work. Then we say this is ginger.jpg, because that is how we saved it, jpg. Is this how we saved it? Let's look at it. Yes, jpg. So we just come back here and we save our image like that. So after us getting all that, we are now good to go. Then also we have, remember we have the text. So we just duplicate this first one. But what we want is, we want for the text, and the text, it is going to be in the label. So we now look for the label.to.text for us to give us now the place of the text for the place that we are looking for. So we look for the set label 2.text to give us that, and it is here. So we just put it here so that it gives us a different text of what is contained in that area. So now we still go back to the text, then we copy this blank one here like this. So the text about a place in, like the history about ginger and everything funny about ginger, we are going to get it from our history here. This is all what is contained for ginger. You are the one to set this for yourself. So we just copy this, we come to our work here. Then instead of giving that empty space, we feed in the value, or we feed in the text that is supposed to be contained in label 2 in that format. So after that, we go and do the same for even capturer. Now for capturer, we are going to just duplicate this, because we are going for the other if then. So we said if we pick ginger, this is the picture that's going to be shown, and this is also the history about ginger. So we go to our if, then we say if that, so what is going to be the other option. So now from there, we can decide to duplicate this and insert it here, and the selection we have made is not for ginger, but rather it is now for capturer. This is for capturer. Yes, so our next thing is to duplicate the same. We are going to be in position to make a selection for capturer as well, that when you click the picture for capturer, it's going to be showing you the history about that. So instead of having ginger here, we saved our picture as capturer.jpg. Yes, that is what we are supposed to have. So after that, we also have to have the text for capturer. So here is where we are going to be having the text for capturer. We duplicate this, we put it there. So instead of it having the history about capturer, we go back to where we had saved our work about capturer, and it is here. So we just copy this. We copy everything here about capturer, then we put it now back to our work. So instead of having the history about ginger, we just make sure this one now has the history about capturer. So that is how we can work on our app. And by you doing all this, you are now good to go. You can continue here and connect your app using the 3 different components of AI companion, emulator, and also the USB, and you can test for your app. It's going to be having the different interface that you can now connect it to your phone, or you can even build from this, and you are now good to go. And a very big congratulations, because you have managed to make your list picker app.